Good evening. My name is Megan Curran, and I'm currently pursuing my master's degree in elementary education from the University of West Alabama today. I will be outlining the action plan for my signature project titled Technology in the Classroom: How MobyMax Can Assist in Grade Level Readiness for 4th Grade Math Students. Mathematics is a critical subject and requires skills from which many elementary school-age children are lacking a solid foundation. Students tend to have two issues: a lack of problem-solving strategies and deficiencies in their basic math facts and number sense. Several careers, including engineering, teaching, and accounting, to name a few, require a solid proficiency in math. Additionally, math is utilized in daily activities such as cooking and purchasing goods. It is important that students develop and master mathematical concepts in early grades. However, studies performed since the 1970s indicate that students in the United States are outperformed on mathematics assessments by their peers in other countries. Research indicates that early 2/3 of all students have not mastered mathematical concepts and procedures expected at their grade level. With students beginning a new school year already below grade level mastery, many educators rely on several computer program tools to reinforce foundational skills and spiral what standards might have been missed in previous grade levels. These computer programs also refresh the students on previously taught standards before delving into 4th grade standards. As with many subjects, mathematics standards heavily build upon one another from grade level to grade level, and missing critical foundational skills can severely impact a student's progress. The purpose of this study is to evaluate the impact of the utilization of computer learning programs in the classroom to show academic improvement and grade level readiness, employing progress monitoring throughout MobyMax. The students took a screener at the beginning of each school year to pinpoint areas of weaknesses and provide intervention lessons and assessments accordingly. As the students worked through these lessons, the teacher monitored the data to track the standards the students have mastered or the ones they might be deficient in. The screener is repeated during the school year 2 other times to track progress. This program can also track the progress of higher level learners and provide enrichment for those who are above grade level. This figure was pulled directly from the Webb Elementary School MobyMax website for students in the 4th grade for the 2019-2020 academic school year. As shown, students transitioning from 3rd grade to 4th grade are, on average, 64% proficient in grade level skills when leaving 3rd grade, and drastically lower at 70% proficient at grade level when beginning the 4th grade school year. A multitude of literature reviews and research studies show a correlation between academic achievement and computer-based instruction for mathematics. Early ability to solve mathematical problems is essential for self-confidence and problem-solving. From increasing student creativity to reducing math-related anxiety, the utilization of computer-based instruction has been proven to benefit classroom instruction. Several studies compared the benefits of computer-based learning to traditional methods. Significantly greater math learning achievements were noted from app-based implementations compared to standard instruction. While digital tools could be considered more helpful than traditional pen and paper learning, consideration for cost and time associated with the implementation of these tools should be heavily weighed for each specific scenario. Related to mathematics and online learning, specific design parameters are necessary to create feedback that facilitated effective student learning. Research supports that the utilization of digital learning tools improves mathematical skills, including accuracy and speed. Additionally, the use of computer-assisted instruction improvement in student growth over the school year was assigned by the classroom teacher. Through the use of technology, students are able to develop and fine-tune their foundational mathematical skills. In relation to state standardized testing, research indicates that technology improves mathematical performance and, in particular, improves student performance on grade level standards in 4th grade. The proposed research will utilize a mixed methodology for data collection, including experimental research and academic research. The experimental research will involve an experimental group consisting of a class of students utilizing MobyMax during intervention, and supplemental to their academic standards in mathematics for an average of at least 30 minutes a day for a period of 5 months. The control group will consist of a class of students who will not utilize MobyMax during intervention or as a supplement to their academic standards for a period of 5 months. The sample will consist of students in 4th grade at Webb Elementary School. Since all students are required to take an end-of-the-year standardized test, an available group of students will be present for results in both those utilizing MobyMax during their daily intervention time and those who did not utilize MobyMax for intervention. A simple random sample will be used in this study. The research will consist of a quantitative study using the results from the end of the year state standardized for mathematics as the method for data collection. Weekly lesson plans will ensure all students participating in MobyMax intervention receive 30 minutes on the program daily. All students participating in the control group will be given the same amount of time in pencil and paper intervention through Go Math free teach lesson pages. A large, simple random sample will be taken to account for absentees and students' withdrawals. 4th grade teachers will work to ensure that MobyMax intervention time is planned as to not interrupt class, but to supplement instruction. Teachers will monitor student utilization of MobyMax weekly. Students receiving supplemental instruction in mathematics in the control group will receive pencil and paper intervention monitored by their classroom teacher. At the beginning of the school year, each student in the 4th grade will be randomly assigned to a group, MobyMax intervention group or traditional pencil and paper intervention, and given a reference number. The research will begin after 4th grade students are given the mathematical screener, which will be administered during the second 9 weeks of the school year. The 4th grade mathematics teacher will be responsible for teaching all mathematics lessons throughout the study period. The other grade level teachers will be responsible for ensuring that the students in MobyMax intervention are engaged in a minimal amount of time on software daily. Following 5 months of participation, the state standardized mathematics test will be re-administered to determine if there is an effect of participation in regular MobyMax intervention on mathematical proficiency. While the researchers will attempt to minimize limitations of the study, certain situations may be out of explicit control. Non-attendance has the potential to interfere with improved student achievement if students are sick, withdraw, or miss school for other reasons. Students at their own request or the request of their guardian requesting to be removed from the study or who are not able to take the end-of-the-year screener could also interfere with the improvement of student achievement. To ensure privacy and protection of student identity, each participant will be assigned a random number between 0 and 30 for either the controlled or the experimental group, and results will be presented in the form of participant group numbers. Without possessing a sufficient knowledge of the basic mathematical foundation skills, students tend to struggle as they progress to the elementary grades as each year's standards build upon those of the previous year. Deficiencies in understanding components themselves and students are oftentimes retained in order to grasp a better foundational understanding prior to being sent on to the next grade level. This can cause issues in other areas of student performance related to self-confidence. Without foundational skills, scaffolding will be nearly impossible for students. The data clearly outlines a lack of proficiency understanding of basic mathematical concepts for students entering 4th grade. Through the utilization of computer-based instruction, included but not limited to MobyMax, students are able to strengthen and revisit skills from previous grade levels necessary to become proficient in 4th grade mathematical skills. Without the majority of lower level grades at elementary school not making use of digital learning tools, MobyMax for intervention and supplemental learning, there is the prospect that the lack of skill mastery and lack of digital learning tool utilization is connected. Data supports the theory that students lack proficiency in mathematical foundation skills. This study is vital to outline and prioritize the use of MobyMax to solidify foundational mathematics skills for Webb Elementary School students. The following slides list the references utilized in outlining this action plan.